Hey kids, Mr. Snyder here. Welcome back to virtual gym class. So it's a little different this year, like I said. We're going to be learning lots of different things about muscle groups and physical movement and keeping our bodies healthy and strong, even in these weird times of ours where we can't necessarily use equipment and stuff, but we can keep our body going and build muscles. So I got my friend here behind me. No judging. I'm not a Mr. Smith, so I can't draw super well. But I tried my best for you guys, and I color coordinated each muscle group with a colored marker here. So then I can explain each group and where they are. So when we're doing exercises, we'll be able to see them and understand them. Now, I know there's a little glare from the windows, but bear with me here as we go through them. So the first one here is our shoulder muscles. Those are in purple. As you see on the side, I have them listed here in purple as well. So our upper shoulders, they come down our neck and across our back. Those are called our trapped muscles or our trapeziums. They're going to run across and down. So then when we're pulling things, lifting things, pushing things with that use our shoulders, we're going to be using those muscles. Now, moving right down your body, I'm going to go right down the list here. We have in red our chest muscles, also known as our pectoral muscles. So our pectoral muscles are going to move across our body this way in our chest area. So right here, as you see on the diagram here I've drawn, those are our pectoral muscles or our chest muscles. So things like push-ups, planks, pushing objects, pulling objects, expanding our arms out, bringing our arms together. We're going to be using our chest muscles, our pectoral muscles. Now, balancing, keeping our body up, straight, tall, not swaying from side to side. Those are going to be our orange muscles here. Those are going to be called our abdominal muscles. And we have different types of abdominal muscles. We have our abdominal muscles known as our abs that are right in the center of our body here, and they're going to run across this way, and they're going to form our abdominal muscles right in this area here. Center of our body, that's why they're also known as our core muscles. Now, running alongside of our core muscles, those are going to be called our oblique muscles. Our oblique muscles are going to run down our sides, right alongside of our abdominal muscles. Those are going to keep us from swaying from side to side, keeping us steady and straight and tall. Things like crunches, the plank, sit-ups, seated bicycles, things like that. Those are going to work on our core muscles. Now, moving down past our waist, we're going to be on our top of our legs on the front side. Those are our thigh muscles or our quadricep muscles. So like yesterday when we were doing our squats and we're feeling it in the front of our legs, that's going to be where we're feeling it. Those are going to be our quadricep muscles. Now, right on the back side of our quadricep muscles, on the back side of our legs, those are going to be called our hamstrings. Our hamstrings are on the top of our back of our legs, right underneath of your bottom. Now, your bottom muscles, those are called your gluteus maximus muscles. The gluteus maximus is your bottom muscles, and your glutes are also known as your bottom and your hips. Now, moving back on the back side of your leg, moving down, we're going to have our calf muscles. So if we extend ourselves up onto our tippy toes, we're going to feel it in our calf muscles and in our hamstrings. All right, so stretching those is very important for running, jumping, lunges, things like that. Now, we've talked about our shoulders, we talked about our chest, we talked about our abs, we talked about our legs. Now we're going to talk about our arm muscles. So, if you can see right here on the inside of my arm, that's going to be my bicep muscle. So right here, this is my bicep muscle. So when I'm curling my arm up or bending my arm up, you're going to see your bicep muscle right there. On the back side of your arm, you're going to see your tricep muscle. Your tricep muscle runs right here along the back side of your arm. You can see it running across here on my arm. So if I twist my arm, running down the back side from my shoulder to my elbow is my tricep muscle. So biceps in the front, triceps in the back. Now, your bicep muscles, if you're pulling things towards you, all right, that's going to be your bicep muscle. If you're pushing things away from you, that's going to be your tricep muscle. So push-ups. When you're doing a push-up, you're working on your tricep muscle. All right. Now, if I'm working on gripping something, I'm holding something nice and tight, squeezing it, you're going to feel your muscles moving in in your forearm. Your forearm muscle is right here in your arm. Okay, so if you're twisting your hands like this, you're going to feel it in your forearms. If you're holding something and twisting and turning it, you're going to feel it in your forearms. So if you have like a screwdriver and you're twisting that screwdriver, you're going to feel it in your forearm. All right, so those are mostly the muscle groups that we're going to be using. We're going to get into some exercises, and I'm going to be telling you, all right, this exercise is going to work on this muscle or that muscle group, and we're going to follow along, hopefully. So this is just a visual aid to help us understand what muscles are where in our body and how we're going to be using them. So thank you guys for watching and participating in this, and let's get into our exercise. All right, guys, so here we are. We're going to get started. We're going to do some exercises, and we're going to get us moving. So we learned about our muscle groups, so let's do some exercises that are new and that use different muscle groups. So if we turn sideways, and we're going to do what's called a squat. So squats are going to work on your glute muscles, so that's our bottom muscles and our hips, and also our quadricep muscles, our calf muscles, basically our lower half of our body. Also, you want to keep your core engaged so your back's nice and straight because you're going to be working your lower back as well. So with a squat, you're going to be squatting down like this, all right, keeping your back nice and straight, holding it, coming back up. Now, a squat is working on our lower half of our body mostly. Like I said, my lower back and my abdominal muscles are working as well. Keep your back straight, keep your body engaged. I like to keep my hands up like this. And when we squat down, it's a slow motion. Your feet are shoulder width apart. You're leaning into it, okay? So it's like you're sitting in a chair, but there's no chair there. You're going to hold it. You're going to feel it really good in your quads, all right? And you're going to come back up. You're going to go down, all right? Make sure you're holding that form. I don't want to see you guys doing this or leaning like this, all right? So you're dipping, you're bending your knees like you're going to sit in a chair, and you're going to hold that position, and then you're going to come back up. That's a squat. So let's do 5 squats just to start out nice and easy. So 5 squats together. Ready? Begin. Go down. We're going to hold it. Make sure you got your back arched and engaged, your core engaged. You're going to come back up. 1. 2. You want to keep your feet shoulder width apart. 3. 4. And 5. Now, side note, if you hold on to a weight or something like that, it's going to make it even more difficult. You're going to squat down, come back up, squat down, come back up. So doing squats with weights will definitely make it more difficult for you, but just doing air squats with nothing, taking the time to hold it and come back up the right way, you're really going to feel it in your legs. All right, guys, so here we are. We're going to do some abdominal muscle exercises now, working on our oblique muscles and our core muscles. We did some the other day in class. We did a seated twist or a Russian twist where we're sitting down and we're picking up that ball, moving it from side to side. But we can do them standing as well. So you're going to keep your feet shoulder width apart, plant it in place, just bending it or twisting at your waist, not bending or moving your legs at all. You can do it multiple ways. You can hold on to an object, weighted ball, stuffed animal, something that you're holding onto to keep your form right. Or you can have a broom. A broomstick would work great, a hockey stick if you have anything to keep across your shoulders, and then you can twist with that. This is really going to work on our core muscles and our abdominal muscles. Make sure that you are not near anything that you're going to hit or break. I don't want parents getting mad that you knock stuff off the shelf because you were twisting and turning. So each twist is going to be 1 complete rotation and back to center. That's going to be 1. So we're going to do 10 together. All right. So we're working on our abdominal muscles and our oblique muscles, trying to help with balancing. So here we go. Feet are shoulder width apart. Keep your feet planted. Don't bend your legs or twist your legs. Only twist at your hips. Hold on to your imaginary ball. We're going to do 10. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now you want to keep your core engaged while you're doing that. Keep it nice and tight. That way you're working those muscles. All right, good job. Let's move on to the next exercise. All right, so we're going to be doing some exercises here on the floor at this point. We're going to be doing one that's called a bear crawl. It's going to work on your arm muscles, your chest muscle, your back muscles, and also your legs, and mostly your core too. So really it's going to be a full body workout. It's going to be nice and slow. You're not racing, you're not running. It's called a bear crawl. So you're going to be holding yourself in a push-up position like this, and then you're going to be moving one arm forward, bringing your other leg forward, your right leg forward, move my left hand forward, move my left leg forward. You're holding yourself up, and you're crawling along the ground, nice, controlled, and slow. As I do that, you'll see that I'm pulling my leg up. So if I'm in a push-up position like this, and I move my left hand up a little bit, I'm going to pull my left leg up to my chest, put it on the floor, push off. Now I'm on my right hand, pull that right leg up into my chest, put my toes down, and move on. So I'm crawling along the ground, but I'm holding myself up. Nice, slow, controlled movements, which are going to work on our core muscles, our ab muscles, our shoulder muscles, and our leg muscles. So again, that's called a bear crawl. It's nice and slow, nice controlled movements. You don't want to do it fast.